Welcome back to the Carolina Beat. I'm Chad Greenhill at Cpmedspa Laser and Skin, and I'm here with Juliana Norris Monroe, and we are going to talk today about the human hair, it looks like. Hi, Juliana. How are you?
Hey, Chad. I'm great. How are you?
So, I'm doing great. So, what are we going to talk about here?
Well, do you have any hair that you don't want?
Absolutely. I'm a big fan.
Like your arms?
Yeah, sure, sure. Hair removal. So,
we're going to talk about the hair in general, but especially the hair growth cycle. We've got 3 phases of growth. Every hair on the body is not synchronized in the same phase of growth, otherwise there'd be periods of time where you are completely bald.
Oh.
Okay? So when we do laser hair removal, and we're pulsing on the entire area, let's use the underarms for an example.
Sure.
We're not going to be able to destroy every single follicle, terminal hair follicle that is producing a dark coarse hair in that area in that one treatment. And that's because all those follicles are in different phases of growth. So if we look at the very first picture over here, the anagen active growth phase picture, we see that the bulb of the hair, the root of the hair, is hugging this blood supply. And if we look in the larger picture, we get a little bit clearer view here. So when we pulse the laser, the handpiece is emitting light energy.
Sure. And
via a way cool, to me, process, we're basically conducting or radiating that energy. And when we're hitting the melanin, the dark brown pigment in the root, the melanin is absorbing the laser's energy and converting it to heat. Okay, and it's in that conversion to heat that we get the destructive property of laser hair removal. And the process itself is like, the heat is so intense that it's actually vaporizing the water in the blood supply.
So you're pretty much boiling my blood.
I'm boiling your blood. Thank you. I'm boiling your blood. But so we've got, this area, let's say the underarm area, and what happens in one session? Well, we're going to be able to destroy about 10 to 15% of follicles that are producing a dark coarse hair. We call those actually terminal hairs.
Gotcha.
Okay. If we go to this little diagram, we've got a teensy little hair that's called the vellus hair or peach fuzz hair, and we're covered in hair follicles.
Sure.
Most of them are vellus hair follicles. And then we've got the terminal hair follicle that's much, much larger, and as a result, the hair is darker and it is coarser. So we've pulsed this laser. We're getting about 10 to 20% of these follicles to not be able to produce a hair again. Okay, 10 to 20%.
So
which
leads me to the question of how often can we do this if we're only getting 10% each time?
Right. So the way I like to treat is, for the first 3 sessions, we're kind of doing a shock and awe type of situation, and I have my clients come in every 4 weeks for the first 3 times. Then we push it to about 6 weeks, then we come back to 4, and we're kind of, we're working not just with what the client sees returning, but also with how often they find themselves shaving, or what textured hairs are still left. I mean, if we're doing, let's say we're doing, the face.
Right.
You're going to have a stubble still remaining, like coarse, really coarse hair still remaining even after the 3 sessions. So we kind of go back and forth a little bit over there, but really want to make sure we understand. We've got some vellus hair, we got the peach fuzz. Laser can't get that most often. We're looking for terminal hairs, and we want them to be in the active growth phase. We're working blindly though. We don't know which ones are in which phase, and that's where the staying on track with our schedule is concerned.
Right, treatment over time, correct?
Yes, and number of sessions, and making sure we're not, doing a session once every 3 months, unless you want to take, your time reading your area, that area of hair.
Understood. So is there anything else that you want to go over with us today to kind of teach people if they were going in different parts of the body, or maybe a number of treatments?
Yes,
or?
Sun exposure. I always want to remind our clients that laser hair removal and sun exposure don't mix. So wintertime, the fall is the best time to be doing, to be starting a treatment. And then if you are going to be dipping into the summer, cover up the area, sunblock.
Understood.
Sure.
Visit cpmedspa.com for more details today.